What's this? You better talk.
Good morning. My name is Rebel, and I'm the Rebel Reseller, and I have one of my special guests today. Hopefully, there'll be a second special guest in that screen, but these are our friends that we just happened to run into in all of our town. We ran into them one day at a yard sale, and Robert had the GoPro. If he hadn't had the GoPro on, I don't know if we'd ever really met.
No,
Robert had the GoPro on, and they started asking questions, and then our friendship just kind of grew. This is Scott, the trading post picker, and hopefully his wife Christina will be here shortly. But go ahead. Well, let's wait for a few people to get in here, and that way then you can just kind of give them a quick who you are, that type of stuff. And did you already put his info in the?
I don't know.
He doesn't know.
I didn't check your email to see if he responded to my email.
Oh.
Did he send them?
Did you send your information for them to be able to contact? What is it? Like and subscribe and all that stuff. All your links, so we can put it in the description.
Didn't know I was supposed to.
Yeah. He'll put it in there usually after anyways.
Okay.
And anything else we throw that ends up getting brought up. But good morning, Kristen, a rural squirrel. Rhonda's been here for a while. Good morning, Sherry. Good morning, Heather. Good morning, Shannon. Hopefully my other two co-hosts will be here shortly. What if their messages got buried because you sent it last night? Robert was on the ball. He started this information last night, but then
don't let him lie to you. When we were on here testing this last night, I actually told him, I said, am I going to get another link or is it the same one? And then, yeah, don't let him lie to you.
So hopefully they'll find their links and be here shortly too. But let's see. You know what I learned? If you ever do a coupon code, or if you're going to use my coupon code, if you accept an offer, you cannot use the coupon code. I found that out through a viewer sale today, because she was like, it won't take my coupon code. But it was because I sent her offers, or she sent me offers, and I accepted it. So for future information.
That's kind of good, because if you do send an offer out and they have a coupon code, they'll double dip. So it's kind of good for the seller.
I think so too, especially on your higher dollar stuff. My little stuff, I don't really mind, but yeah. And I started the coupon code because of him. He's the one was like, you should do a coupon code at one of our monthly get-togethers. So I was like, yeah, why hadn't I done that before?
I wanted to do it, but I only had like 10 subscribers at the time, so I didn't think it'd be worth it.
Well, now you've got over 300, right?
I think it's like 230. Let me look real quick.
I thought I saw 300 when I watched one of your last videos.
My studio's been acting up a little bit, so according to this, it's 232.
Well, dang, I swear when I watched the one where I was like drooling over all the vintage stuff you guys found at that yard sale, it said 310. So I was like, yes.
It may be, but this, like I said, my studio, I was telling Robert last night that one of the videos said I had like 130 views, and then like 2 hours later in studio, and I only said I had 30. So it might be something acting up.
Well, that's not good. But yeah, those toys were amazing.
And we don't have a whole lot left.
Really?
Yeah.
I was going to ask.
We got the Ford Apache entrance doors thing, and then we have probably 10 of the Star Wars figures.
You sold all the Indians and the soldiers and everything already?
Oh, one guy bought about $200 worth. He bought the Indians, the soldiers, and like 3 other things. It was like 5 or 6 things he bought. He paid full price too, except for on the instructions.
Wow. Did you sell Teddy Ruxpin yet?
We still got to test it. We only have one set of batteries, and we need 2 sets because they're actually up here. We need two sets of batteries because the cord connects them. They both need to talk.
It's the big ones too, right? The D cells.
Yeah. I believe so. Christina's been messing with it, but This cord alone is the one that connects them, and
Right.
this cord alone's been selling on eBay for $60.
I have found the 2 plush separately, but I've never had the cable. Never.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy because this lady was actually stalking Christina. We'll talk about it when she gets down here because she actually felt like she was in trouble or something.
Now, did it come with tapes and books? Any of them?
Yeah. Yep, it has 5 tapes of 5 books with it. He actually has a change of clothes and everything else.
Yeah. That's very good. I bought that for I guess it was my oldest son. He was probably, let me think. I was in Hawaii because they used to, the Navy Exchange at Christmas time, they moved all the toys out to this warehouse area far away from the Navy Exchange. And this warehouse was just full of toys and you could do your layaways there. And that year I bought the Teddy Ruxpin, a bunch of the books and stuff. And the best thing that I bought that I wished I still had were the Fisher Price Fun with Food sets. I bought every one they had.
Wow.
All of them. And those are crazy sellers now. But yeah, I remember. So that was probably 86 or 87 when I bought that for him.
Wow. I don't know if Teddy's going to work or not because there's like one terminal lead that has a little bit of corrosion on it. So we got to figure out how to get it cleaned.
Oh, I would start with alcohol and it might not make a difference. It might not. It may still work unless somehow, some way. But I would still, if he isn't working, I would sell them all separately, everything separately, and then him for parts or repair.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them take that back off and they take parts out and try to fix the other ones. So
well, and there's no way that we can actually test Grubby because he has to be able to talk to Teddy in order for him to work with that cord.
I'm wondering.
I don't know. Either way, we're not going to lose money on it.
Oh no! How much did you pay for all of that? I can't remember.
For Teddy, Grubby, the cord, the books, and the tapes was $75.
Wow.
And I think she priced them out. If you sell them separate, we can probably get about $200.
All right, here comes everybody else. One.
Hi.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
Hello, ladies.
Hi. We just show up late to give you time to talk to the guests first. That's why. It's okay.
That's your story and you're sticking to it. All right, ladies, this is Scott. He's our friend from our town. And then his wife, Christina, will be here shortly, but they're the Trading Post pickers and
hello.
Hi.
They're new YouTubers.
All right. I've watched a couple of your videos. I don't think I've had a chance to comment yet, but I have watched some. So welcome to YouTube and all of that.
Thank you. I get nervous because Christina always gives me hard. I always say everything else. So she's always in the background saying, so it makes me really even more nervous when she does that.
So you've got one of those people in the background too. Rebel knows what that's like.
Oh no. Yeah. Robert does it on a fun. Christina actually, she's like, oh yeah, you need to do it this way, you need it that way. But she's just trying to make me better at doing it. So anyway, it's all good.
Yeah.
All right. I see Courtney's in here. Good morning, Bolo buddies. And Sandra. I haven't said hi to her yet. But yeah, crazy.
I've been trying to pull her in on the haul videos just to let her know how it feels to talk to a camera.
You know what? Robert got his first experience doing a short for me, and it did terrible at first. And I was like, it's not easy. And then you feel like all that work, and it was just a short, but all that work, and then you're like, it didn't even get 14 views in the first hour. It wasn't that bad, but yeah.
He sounded so professional though.
Yeah, he's trying to redo the voice because you said he didn't have enough enthusiasm.
So no, he did fine. It's just that he sounded like a salesman. Have fun with it, Robert.
Like a salesman.
Yeah.
That's how I felt about my garage video that I posted. I said last week I was going to post it the same day, but I didn't get it done until early the next day or late that night. But my BookTube subscribers don't know what to do with the reselling video. And so it was like crickets, the views. So you guys out there, you have to come watch my garage video.
It's on my agenda. This has been a crazy, I don't know what happened. To me, it feels like it should already be Friday. It's just how long our weeks felt like. Yeah.
Tell Robert on his next video
my
to
husband
act like whenever he's talking
complimented
to the
me
video, so I
yesterday.
act like he's talking to you.
Yeah. Yep. What were you saying, Lizzie, about your husband?
Oh, I was just saying yesterday during dinner, my husband complimented me on how many listings I've been getting done. So that was nice. We're almost to 500. So
Yay.
Good
since
job,
I've been doing
Liz.
4 a day this month, it's going faster. So I've got books back here I'm working on right now.
Yeah.
Here comes Christina
I'm trying
now.
to get my earphones to work on my laptop here. So just, I'll be back.
All right. Christina is going to be here shortly. Now, wait. Lori and Elizabeth, Robert actually tried to make us a logo type thing. And Elizabeth, he said when he downloaded your picture, it was going to be like 88 by 88.
Does he want us to send pictures?
So you want another
yes,
one?
you need to
I'll
send
send
us pictures.
All right.
That way we can quit having the one where, one of us is,
What is
and another one of us is looking down.
So,
All right, I'll look right now and see what I can send.
and I've got to get these earphones working because if not, I'm going to melt.
Yep. Hello, Christina.
Hi, how are you?
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Thanks for coming, guys.
Oh, thanks for having us.
I'm outnumbered.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
We need more hashtag more Robert.
Don't worry, Robert's there.
He's there, yeah,
He'll come through.
in the background. He's that man in the background.
Even in our Facebook group, we finally have a couple of guys and they actually make comments and everything. So, I mean, I know Scott and Christina's there, but finally it's, other people, others. But I have to ask, Tanya asked this question because I watched Courtney's video. Why is it not letting me highlight that? Oh, there it goes. It's not working. Oh, no.
It's on. It came up. When you click on it, it comes up.
I know, but it's not. It's just kind of being wanky. But Courtney, did you find your elephant? Oh. She
Oh, that's better.
and it's gonna look suspicious, Courtney, because she sold a vintage Pez and didn't realize she had it undervalued because she didn't check Worth Point, which Courtney, I am going to sign up for Worth Point. I've decided, and I'll use your link. But it sold for less than it should have, and then she lost it. She can't find it anywhere.
Oh no. So that might be a good thing. If she has to cancel it, she can relist it for higher, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, how do you do that?
If she can't find it, but yeah, once it's found, then
right? That lady is going to be sitting there at refresh.
Wait,
Yeah, wait a little bit.
Is my sound? Do I sound okay, guys?
Yeah,
I do.
For the Teddy Repskin.
Turn my air on.
Okay.
I'm a hot
I
girl.
was just telling Christina about how you were asking about her being stalked over the Teddy Repskin earlier.
Yes, tell the story, Christina. They found an amazing haul on my weekend that I wasn't sourcing. They found an amazing one right here in our town. But Christina got stalked.
Yeah, lady was like hanging over my shoulders, just doing this. Like waiting for me to move. And I'm like, no, I'm not moving.
She was literally like 2 feet away from her, back behind her, just watching and watching and watching.
Nope. So I turned and looked at her. I said, no, it's mine. Go away.
But they got a vintage Teddy Ruxpin, the Caterpillar books.
Oh, I remember
clothes.
Teddy Ruxpin.
I know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
What
in
year
the
was
box.
that? What year was Teddy Ruxpin? What year did he come out? In the
I
box?
want to say 85, 86, somewhere in there, right?
Because I
I think it was
remember
85.
playing with a Teddy Ruxpin, and I just feel like I was younger. So, yeah, that makes sense. 85, 86.
Grebby's 84, 85.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
85.
Very
and it came
cool.
in tapes and books too.
My
I found
phone
it
would
for
have been
wire.
one.
And this
book
wire
sale.
alone can go for what, 60?
60.
Just the
That's
wire.
the wire to charge it?
No,
Yes.
that's to hook the two together.
Hook the
Yeah.
two together.
Grubby won't work unless he's wired to Teddy.
Oh.
Wow.
You know, I
don't
was
remember
thinking
that
this
part.
morning, I have to get more batteries so I can test them together because they take C batteries. But I'm wondering if I take the old C batteries that were in it.
Yeah, or in the radio. I just don't remember.
Oh, we're in the radio. Maybe we can just test it real quick. I'm so curious.
Go ahead.
Yes,
She's
that'd be
excited.
awesome.
C or D batteries? 'Cause I have a ton of D.
Teddy, it's not looked at with C.
C.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
both C's.
Yeah, if you guys ever need D batteries, just let me know because Robert had to buy like 24 of them. So I have tons of those daggone batteries.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
You know, that's a good thought to have some of those on hand since I'm picking up hard goods and whatnot. And I do have a couple things that need to get batteries. Probably put some and just keep them at.
Yeah,
them
that's
here.
what we do.
Any
We just
toy
go
that I
to-
buy that has batteries in it, I don't ship the batteries with the toy. So I just keep a bin. And I have a little
That's a good idea.
thing. I have a little handy dandy battery tester. And I just make sure the batteries still have a decent charge on them. And I just hold them. And then every once in a while, I have to dump and throw them all away because
Right.
I've got too many.
Yeah.
Let's get
All
that.
right. Trying to catch up on the comments.
I found,
Oh,
guys, you're talking
for
about Teddy
Pete's
Ruxpin.
sake.
One of the last big book sales I went to, I found a few local children's books and I picked them up, but I haven't listed them yet. Right now I'm listing romances, but hopefully the books will sell well. I'm just going to put them together as one lot, I think. I think there's 3 of them. I had my dry erase board out here to do last week. Here we are halfway through the month, and I haven't even redone my board for the month.
Okay.
But I thought I'd better do it right now.
How many of us have done this? I can raise my hand many times.
What?
Oh no.
So the Cabbage Patch doll worth $1,000 or so for $75.
No.
Guys, gotta
No,
look.
we
You
were
gotta
on-
look.
We were
Wow.
on the live one day when I realized, remember my Squishmallow?
Yes, yes.
My
The
Connor
square
the cow.
squishmallow.
He was worth a
Mhm.
couple of $100 and I sold him, I think, for 70
I think
or
like
80.
$400, Rebel. I think he was worth like 400.
I know, and I sold him for 80,
Lots
but
of
I
hundreds.
almost listed him for 20.
Right. And what was it? The only reason you did is because you saw one that went for 100. It was just the regular one though, right?
No, well,
Not the
I think
square?
what it was is I realized he looked different than all the others. I didn't realize he was a stackable, but he looked
Right.
different.
Robert.
I know. We need to fix that. But my worst one was the Sasha doll. And I think I've talked about it before. I bought a doll at the thrift store way before the time of all of these Facebook groups. I think I was in one Facebook group, but didn't even think to ask about it. Almost listed it as an auction and decided just to list her for $49.95, and she sold within seconds.
Wow.
And I asked the girl who bought it, I said, I'm going to honor the sale. I'm just wondering what this doll is. And she was a Sasha doll, which was probably about $1,000.
You know, that's the best way to learn right there.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Oh, for sure. You ain't never forgetting that.
Yep.
Nope.
You won't even make that mistake again.
Never.
Well, how did she find your listing if you didn't know what it was?
She must have just had a search for 18-inch dolls. And
Okay.
every time a listing came on for an 18-inch doll, you get a notification.
That
And
is
she must
true.
have been checking them.
I don't have any notification. Like I don't have anything like that. It's hard for me to believe that people do, but they do. They set up Google searches, and it's a brilliant thing to do.
I
I
don't
should
have
do it.
such a safe
There's
Yeah.
some things that I like to search for that I should probably put a what you call it.
save search.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
that
just
thing.
had a lady this morning buy a plush Walmart German Shepherd from me for $36. And then she sent me a note that said, I had the larger version of this dog for years. And I think her mom's dog just chewed it up recently. So she was like, can I put in a request to you if you ever find it to let me know. Well, you guys know that's impossible to keep up with. But she had a feedback of 3. So I knew she was new. So I sent her a message back saying, this is how you do a saved search. And that way, anytime a Walmart German Shepherd plush gets listed, you'll get notified and you can just keep an eye on it that way. But yeah,
Them plush people, they're serious about their plush.
they love their plush.
They
Yep.
are serious about. They'll drop someone for a plush.
They are, aren't they, Rebel?
Yes, they are. And I see in other Facebook groups about somebody will ask a plush question and everybody's like, why? Plush is long tail and it never sells and it doesn't sell for much and it's not worth your time. And all I want to say is, yeah, about that. It is worth your time.
Right.
But
Or
that doesn't
not,
happen
you
in our
know,
group.
let them not worry about it. Then there's not as much competition for you.
Exactly.
You know, I figure, especially with the vintage, everybody who's saving the vintage, bring it on. Bring it on.
No,
Now,
you're just
Squishmallows,
button.
not so much.
Oh, he's not working.
Yeah. Don't think Teddy's working.
I'll have to get other
Oh,
batteries. It could just be the batteries.
yep, you need to go buy you one of those battery checker thingies. That way you know for sure if it's not brand new that it is that it's a fresh battery.
Yeah, I think we have to make a trip to get more boxes today too. So we'll just add that to the list.
If you're going to buy those small green boxes, there aren't any because I needed some yesterday and Robert said they're gone.
We get the last 7 the day before.
Yeah.
Did you?
Sorry.
This is what happens when you both are looking for those boxes in one Walmart.
Yeah, we went there and we were going to buy several of them. There was like 8 of them, but one of them was crushed. And I was like, we might as well get them all.
Do you not have another Walmart within a reasonable distance?
Oh, no.
Probably 30 minutes.
gosh.
Yeah, 30
I
minutes.
think ours is about 25.
Shoot,
Like,
my Walmart,
most of them.
it is 5 hours away.
Oh
The
gosh.
closest.
I probably have
yeah.
5 within a half an hour distance. But I live in a
I
very
remember those
populated
days.
area.
I have one left, Rebel, if you need it.
Now, you know what? It was a what if. What if I need to ship something?
Can you order those online through Walmart?
Probably.
Well, I'll tell you what, I get the bankers boxes at Walmart from Walmart when we go up north. I'll stop and grab a thing of them. And they are $22 or something like that. But on their website, you have to buy 2 things, right? You have to buy 2
Sorry.
to make it worth, I think it's like a $50. Anyways, they're like $35 on the website. It's crazy. So just watch the price.
I wish I had the camera aimed at Christina just now. We have walnuts that fall and hit the roof, and it sounds like a gunshot, and she jumps every time.
some of them are a lot louder than the others.
I have a toy right now over here. I need to get it processed so I can get the daggone batteries out it because every time, just randomly, it'll go wood, and it'll scare the schnapps out of me. Out of the blue. I need to get it listed. I think it needs cleaned or something.
Oh, I gotta show you a creepy doll that I found. Where's that? Shoot. I hid it on myself. Oh,
I listed a clown doll yesterday and I think the eyeballs are missing, but I went ahead and listed it anyway.
Just makes it even creepier.
Made it creepy.
Doggone things.
Can you guys hear that?
No, I didn't hear it.
It might be where I got the microphone set up where it only projects one way, but yeah, it's like 2 more does not hit.
Bet you didn't realize that was going to happen when you put your
You see
shed
that?
right there.
Not at all. Oh, wow, that is creepy. It looks like a voodoo doll.
It's
It looks like a Raggedy Ann with no
Ann.
hair.
Ooh, well, it's Raggedy Ann's friend. I can't remember her name right now, but it is a friend of Raggedy Ann's.
Yeah.
Ooh,
the
he's
triangle
right. That's what I
nose.
said.
Is it a gingerbread friend? Because that's what it looks like.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't done much research on it, and it was free, so I just grabbed it. Hopefully, it doesn't bring any
Are the feet
weirdness to my home.
Oh, that's
Did
very
the
good.
shoe are the feet facing backwards or is the face re-sewn on?
It's
Oh, it
there.
just
That's
goes
how.
Okay,
Yeah.
it goes
That's okay. I asked the same thing. I was like, "Is the feet backwards?"
No, they just twisted. But yeah, we'll see. If not, I'll give it a proper proper toss away.
Burial.
Yes.
Where'd you
We need
get
Say a
it?
few words. Say a few words. A friend of mine works at a resale shop, and she had messaged me. She's like, "Do you know anything about this doll?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's freaking weird." So she thought that I wanted it and brought it home for me.
Oh my
So.
goodness.
I think I was talking to her about dolls and stuff that look raggedy, that sometimes they're worth a lot of money. So, boy, she does not pass one up.
When we had our store down in Florida, we had a lady come in and gave us some dolls, and she swore up and down one of them was possessed. And I sold it like within 24 hours for $50. I just told the story of it being possessed, and the guy wanted it.
To
There
the
you go.
creepy gothic guy next door at the movie theater.
Yeah.
I have 2 dogs in here that are insisting on
I know,
being in
mine just broke in too. I think I got them back out.
Beth just got back yesterday from her trip to Greece.
How was
nice.
that?
She was good. But this morning, I woke up at 5:00 this morning, and I get on and I start doing my work. And here comes Beth, because she says she's still on Greece time. So she's been up since 2:30. And as soon as I got on Facebook, we started chatting. But yeah, she said she found a store there that was selling fake jelly cats for $5. I was like, yeah, not worth it. They probably don't have I don't know. Just seemed like an odd thing to be faking. $5 plush.
It works there, but you don't want to sell that thing.
Right. You can't sell it because it's fake. So it's a knockoff, obviously.
I see lots of questions on Facebook groups about, just because if I don't use the word Gucci because it's a fake Gucci, can I still sell it? I don't think they get the whole counterfeit, that you can't sell counterfeit, fake anything.
It ain't illegal if you don't get caught.
I'm not putting my account.
Right. Not worth it.
Yeah.
I
don't know how
think
many
I
of you-
saw somebody list something that was whatever, and they put homage to, say, Gucci or whatever. And I'm like, how can you even get away with that?
You can't.
You can't. Or if they do like Limoges,
Those people usually
like,
get ripped apart, right?
Mhm. Murano like, you can't do that.
Yeah. Oh, we had
So I found a couple
Limoges
bags.
too.
I just did a couple Louis Vuitton bags that I got, and I know they're real, right? I know they're 100% real, but I am now, after buying them, and I stand to make like probably $1,000 on one bag. I'm afraid to list it. I am afraid to list it. And I didn't think about this ever before. I mean, I always would buy and sell stuff, but so many people I see, it's the darn Facebook group. I'll look and I see people who are selling stuff that got sent to eBay or to Poshmark and to their authentication, blah, 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 blah. And then them getting an email saying your item isn't real. So it does go through something like before it goes off to if you sell over 500. And I think it's less on eBay. But I think I'm afraid to sell it. I'm afraid for someone to screw me up and do the switcheroo, the return. And I've never been like that before, but now I don't know what to do. I guess they sit on 2 Louis bags for a while, but
can you send it into
I would
the
like
real
to sell
real?
them.
Can you send it
That's
into
another
the
thing
real?
I was thinking, but I won't get, listen to me, I won't get as much. Not like I paid $1 zillion for it. So whatever I get it's just a lot less.
Right.
A lot less for the real.
But you're not gonna make anything just holding on to it.
I know, and it's too much. It was too much.
So I've heard
Or
of
do
the
I love
real.
collectible one.
They verify and authenticate things.
They do. This is just one tote bag, and this is totally real. It's the Globe Shopper. It has the date code inside, but and it's got a couple flaws. Like it's got a little, I don't know, looks like chocolate milk. Someone dribbled, but this one probably sell for $700. They're listed for 13 and 14. So there's other ones that are listed on there, right? But if I'm going to give 200 for something and I'm going to get, it's like just let it go. But again, now I'm nervous about the platform itself.
Lori, have you tried using the Dawn Power Shot? for that stain?
I haven't tried and do anything with it yet.
Power Shot's
I
awesome.
put some alcohol on it. Power Shot, I have some.
Yeah.
Just spray it on there and let it sit.
Yep, rub it in a little bit or dab it, and then let it set, and then kind of use a wet cloth to dab it back off.
I think it works
Okay.
better
Yeah,
than
that's like a
OxiClean.
real heavy duty canvas. Awesome. I will do that. Yeah, I just
I
took a little bit of alcohol and or hand sanitizer. It lightened it. And then I'm like, okay, I'll know I can get this out.
I had a clown doll whose face was really stained, and I sprayed that Power Shout on it or whatever it's called. And then I took a scrubby brush, and it really took the stain out. Wiping it with just a plain old wash rag, it was taking forever, and I just kept spraying it. But then I took a scrubby brush, just one of those sponges that have the coarse side on it, and it came off almost instantly.
That's awesome. That stuff is made with alcohol, right? With alcohol.
That Power Shout stuff,
like Dawn alcohol.
I had no idea.
I didn't read the things. I was just like,
yeah, it's like Dawn and alcohol. It's awesome though. It really works. I use it on our boat too, and it kicks butt out on that stuff. I haven't thinking about using it on clothes.
It looked like it might be chocolate or something, like anything like chocolate or blood that's like a protein stain. Try Biz. Biz works great.
I do have some Biz too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got like a whole dry cleaners out on my deck. Do have Biz. I haven't used it yet. Somebody had mentioned to buy it, and I bought some. But I'm going to try that Power Shot because I don't want to soak this. I want it. I want to like just let it sit and go from there.
Because if you soak it, you risk ruining the whole thing.
Right. So those are my two lovely finds this week.
Yay. I wouldn't even feel Lori, in our video that I think we're going to release tonight, at one point I was like, Lori, in my video I go, Lori, I'm thinking of you, but it was like a purse that's going to sell for like $10 or $15, and I'm paying $1 for it. But I was, Lori, it's a purse.
I'm so proud of you.
It was
I hit the mother load with this chick. She's moving.
Nice.
There's a lady that's moving up north, and she's getting rid of everything. So I'm helping her put on a little sale just helping her get ready for a yard sale. Is a friend of mine though. I do know her. And so she gave me a great deal on a whole tub of purses. And those are the two Louis are the big mama jamas, but all the rest were Coach and some vintage ones and nice ones. I got them all listed on my eBay now. But yeah, thank the Lord. I needed something to fall in my lap. Sitting down here on my island, just sad. But we don't have estate sales and stuff like that. Once in a while, but they only do them for 3 hours. It's like, wow.
We have a friend that goes down there a lot, and she says when she does her morning walks, she gets so much free stuff because everybody just throws it out there on the road.
There you go. The first of the month, you got to take your little wanders around because some people are moving out and they just set everything on the curb. I have got some humdingers out on the serious, like good stuff I've sold, just free stuff. So that's what happens down here, though. I don't get to go daily or weekly to shop. Really, I have a good Salvation Army, but that again is a hit and miss. A couple times a month, I might get some deals or some good stuff. But yeah, free stuff. It just comes and goes.
Yep.
I need it all the time. I need it every weekend. Oh my God. Did you see my house?
Yeah, you should just make the rounds like every day before, like every week before trash day or something. Just make the rounds.
Right.
Drive around.
See me creeping on Monday and Thursday night.
She used to go down there like once a month or so because when we had her store in Titusville, she used to go down like once a month and come back with a whole carload of stuff.
Yeah, there's some awesome stuff to be found down here. It's just not as convenient as going to the store and shopping, but there's some good things out on those curbs. In fact,
are you in Big Pine?
I'm in Big Pine. Mm-hmm.
Big Pine, okay.
Which is mile marker 30, 33. Okay. We're just east of Key West.
Yeah. I've been down there a couple times. I love that Boathouse restaurant. I think it's called. No, wait, the Boathouse was the one that's right next to the Shell store, and across from the ice cream shop in the square, Mallory Square.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh, hey, as a matter of fact, what are these?
Ah,
I wear.
That's the only one she wears.
There you go.
And if
He
if I don't get down there, we order them online.
All right. Well, you know what? I come across those all the time in the thrift. What's your size?
I think it's
Don't
I'm a shoe
don't
tendon.
encourage her.
I think it's
Don't.
an 8.
8. Okay.
Yeah, they're getting worn out.
Good to know. That's funny.
She
I
freaked out
love
a little bit
those.
one day because she couldn't find her white ones.
Yeah, they were gone missing for a week. I guess you found them in the truck.
Yeah, she likes to take her shoes off her truck.
But I
That's
only
so
like
funny.
the original style, I think.
The
Sometimes
original?
the spider web one isn't bad.
That's so cute. That's so funny. If you guys are ever down here, let me know.
Yeah, he's
Well, look
never
at me
been.
up.
I got to get him down there.
Yeah, lived in Titusville for over 10 years and we never went.
Oh, it's beautiful down here. That's why I'm still here. I
Yeah,
never
it is.
wanted
It's
to leave.
When did you guys
It's
live in
beautiful. So,
Titusville?
We just moved up here in March.
Yeah, about
Okay.
6
oh
months
yeah,
ago.
Liz,
6
you
months
gotta
ago.
you gotta question our guests, Liz. You gotta get on it.
Yeah, the interviewer.
Yeah,
She's
we
the
just moved up here
interviewer.
like in March or so. We lived in Titusville. Well, she lived there for 30 some years.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where's
okay.
Titusville from me?
Kennedy
Where's
Space
that
Center.
at?
So it's on the coast.
Oh wow. Okay.
It's on the
Yeah.
Atlantic coast.
It's like,
I back in 91, were you there then?
She
yes,
was.
my son was born in 91. So yeah.
Okay. I worked on the big red boat, and so I was shipping out of the Cape Canaveral and everything. So
Yep, that's
yeah,
exactly where we're from. My sister lives right there on Cocoa Beach at A1A and 520.
Basically, catty corner from Ron John's.
Yep.
okay, yeah.
And I actually
yeah.
went on the big red boat way back when.
Did you? Oh, did you
Yeah.
see any Disney characters when you were there?
Who was there? Bugs Bunny, Yosemite Sam.
Oh, so that was after Disney. See, they used to go into Key West when they had the Looney Tune characters. Back before they had Looney Tunes, it was the official cruise line of Walt Disney World, and I worked at Disney for over 30 years, and so I did. I was a performer on board the ship. And then I left Disney for a little while and worked as a youth counselor on the Big Red Boat too, on 2 different boats. I think I was on the Majestic and the Oceanic the most. But Oceanic is where I worked as a Disney performer, and that was in 91 for 9 months. Or no, that's when I was a youth counselor. Early 91. Anyway, doesn't matter. But yeah, but I did go, my husband and I, before we got married, we went on a cruise. I think it was before I got married. Yeah, because his brother and sister-in-law lived in the Keys, on Big Pine, actually, Lori. And so we went on a big red boat cruise when they had Looney Tunes. So that was fun. So I did get to see that. That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Long ago.
My oldest actually
Black
works at Disney right now.
Who does?
My oldest.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Actually, I don't think she's actually
No,
considered
she's
an
not
employee anymore, but she does. She like manages, I think, the I can't say the word.
Can't say that word.
Caricatures. Is that the right way? to say it?
Caricatures.
Yeah, because she's got an art degree and everything. And
Yeah,
she
that's
was-
right. You were talking about that the other
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, because
her dream is to be an artist for Disney. So
Okay. Awesome. Yeah. I know they have one of those at Animal Kingdom. My husband's at Animal Kingdom, and I usually pass by the artist who's drawing whenever I'm walking around there. I've never had one of those done, but
she was a driver there at Animal Kingdom before she moved over.
oh yeah, like for the safari or what?
Yep.
Oh, neat. That's a fun ride. My husband is a tech at Animal Kingdom.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Well, right now he's dock master at Kite Tails and all that, but Kite Tails is going away soon. We just heard. I don't know if that's been announced officially. I think they just told him today, but anyway.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
But he's worked. I know, right? He's worked at. Don't tell anybody where you heard that. He probably didn't think I would say it live on the internet. He was a tech at the Lion King show for a long time. Like opened that show and everything at Animal Kingdom. Anyway, back to reselling. Sorry, didn't mean to get off on that.
Anybody got a
I
response
love
for
when you talk
Lori?
about Disney. Huh? What was that?
Well, we had that Star Wars and Fort Apache set. We
Yes,
got
tell
those
them
at a yard
about it.
sale. We got them each for $15 per box, and we've already sold the one Pro button turret for 90 in the box, and still probably 4 or 5 figures we've sold. And we still got 10 or 15 figures left. And the Ford Apache, I parted out. We got it for $15, and we only got 2 pieces left. And we probably already made $200-300 on it.
That's awesome.
Oh wow.
So the comment you have up here, Lori, 200 small doll stands. Is that like a stand for like
Try these.
stand that
Hold
you
on.
would set a small doll on? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, probably
Like
something
the stand.
that,
Oh yeah, like that.
Okay.
but probably smaller.
Okay. We have
I
my
don't ever keep them.
daughter has a couple of dolls with stands, but I can't figure out how the stands work. I don't know. I'm just,
They pitch.
I need to look on YouTube.
And
Is
you
that what it
pull
is? Okay.
Up. You pull it up, and that way you put it like underneath their arms or around their neck,
Okay.
however you're going to do it.
I
And then
don't
you
know.
switch it back down.
Don't
You've
make any
seen
sense.
those before, Lizzie. Have you ever seen
I
them?
have some, but I can't make them work with the dolls they came with. I don't understand.
Yeah,
So I need to
they are wonky.
Yeah.
Just switch it on.
Mhm.
We get a whole bunch of them. Switch it over these dolls.
I
But
guess
that's
I should
awesome.
probably hold on to them. I usually pitch them in the garbage because I don't want to ship these. You know, you can't just
Cha-ching.
put this in a little box or whatever. What I normally do with a plush, so I just pitch them.
You put them in the garbage. You're throwing away inventory that you could sell.
I've been throwing away more now that I don't have my booth.
Oh,
But
I
who's
can't
doing the
sit here.
cha-ching?
It's
Oh, that
not
was
me.
ours.
Oh, me.
Oh,
I cha-ching too, but I didn't cha-ching loud.
we just sold a Vera Bradley purse.
oh.
Nice.
The
I
green
like
one?
them. I've
That's a
always
good
carried
one.
them. I don't right now, but I normally carry them.
They're not too bad. If you can find some that's retired, you can make decent money on them.
Let's see.
Yeah. Razor. What's Razor's name again? Somebody remember for me.
Say,
Ray, that's right. Ray said they bought some crystal bowls at Goodwill for $2 each, and they're going to sell for about 80 each. Now this
Yeah, I don't like
past
them.
weekend in Warrensburg Road, the big yard sale, we found some Waterford Christmas trees in the box.
Oh, wow.
We paid $50 for 8 of them, but they're going to be bucks. Probably 50 or 60 each, maybe.
Oh, my
Nice.
goodness.
He's looking
Nice.
for them.
Very nice.
I don't want to show the clear one.
I gotta get a video made on them so I can get them listed. I'm trying to do better about making videos on a lot of stuff instead of just listing it.
I'm trying to find one that's not clear.
Oh,
Doesn't show up.
but let's see.
Okay, I'm trying to find my order. I'm going to go pick my orders
There
real quick.
Oh, I'm
Shannon.
ready.
Ooh, look at that.
No, that's
We've
pretty.
got
Is
the
it like
box.
hollow?
Oh,
Yes.
Oh.
Somebody had like two big red ones and two
I like
small red
that.
ones.
You could put a candle in there.
$300.
Yeah, we've
Would
got.
suffocate
I
it.
think we picked up 4 big and 4 littles.
Are there any holes in it, Rebel, to where you can put a candle in it, doesn't suffocate it?
No,
They do have some like that though.
yeah, but this isn't it. It is hollow, but there is no opening for. So
Well,
I'm
you could
thinking
put one of those little
Shannon,
battery operated,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
flameless candles you could put in there.
it says made in
Shannon
Germany.
in the comments has a question about shipping. I don't think she has to redo the sale. I think you can just
I don't know off the top of
Maybe,
my
I
head
don't
that you
know.
can
I
go
don't know.
through and actually send an invoice and it combines them.
yeah,
can-
you
you
can,
can
but
send
if
an
they
invoice.
already paid for it and she paid, I'm guessing they paid for it. You might want to pop her question up. It's the last one of the newest
Yeah.
ones.
I'm seeing
If
it.
they've paid for it, then what I usually do is just copy the tracking number over to all the items and then to send a refund
Right.
for the difference in shipping.
Through print and shipping, but I don't know if it didn't let her. I don't know if it didn't charge her enough. Maybe
Yeah, because
because
she's
that
saying
it
it
let her
I
choose
guess
medium
it's
mill.
medium. I've seen somebody else post that all of a sudden media mail was an option in one of their listings.
But I remember this happening to me, and I didn't have to cancel the sale, so I know there's a way to do it.
But
I
if
remember
you-
this like exact thing.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm
I
trying
would
to remember. Yeah, I don't.
I just
Let me
noticed
get my
Courtney's
stuff
comment
here.
in relation to something I said about she says no, I would never do that. And you're right, that's
We
the
were
right thing to do.
joking.
I know. But I realized after I said that, I thought that would be really shady. I wouldn't do that either.
But we know that that's not you.
I don't know why I
We
said that.
already know.
I
He's catching up. It's okay.
I know enough about Courtney to know that, yeah, she's as honest as they get.
Her poor
Oh.
face with the part of the video, and she was like, you
Plus,
could
it's
see it
horrible
just
to
right there.
lose things too.
Oh, I was
Hopefully
so
you'll
sad
find
for
it.
her. I have done that. We have all done that. You know, not nothing
Yeah.
that. No, I haven't been that big on anything, but still, I have done that, and I have put it somewhere and totally lost it.
Yeah.
All to find it a year later, right where I looked.
You put it someplace safe so you can't lose it.
Right.
Sure did.
Murphy's Law.
Yeah, Shannon, I'm not sure what to tell you about your problem as far as the shipping. Try to invoice them, but I'm not sure about them. But I have seen other people posting that something went wonky with either their business policies or their listing, and it was letting them.
And I know.
Email.
Yeah, there is a way. I'm sure there's a workaround without having to cancel the order. And I know what happened with ours. It was like, did they not charge, or they charged too much? Or I had to combine all of the tracking numbers on one. That's what it was.
Well, usually
Oh,
though,
let me think about it.
If the shipping is included in each listing, it'll just add it all up. I usually end up having to refund people.
Right.
But
what sticks in my mind is this media mail thing, because I believe that happened to me. Like, I'm certain of it. It charged them medium, or I'm gonna have to ask on this one, Shannon. I'll let you know before the end of the.
You know what I would probably do if that happened to me? I would probably just eat part of the shipping cost myself and be thankful that somebody bought 3 or 4 items in one. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's just probably what I would do. You know, unless the shipping was going to end up being more than what you sold the items for.
Right.
Or maybe see if they would, or I have messaged the buyer and I'll say, you know, what you paid for is not, you know, I'm going to need to ship it. Yes, I want to make sure that's not a problem, because, you know, what you chose is not, you know, doesn't compute with this sale or whatever, you know.
I'm gonna ask for you. Maybe I'm gonna look.
I've had people
Was maybe one item media mail and then maybe the other 3 weren't?
I don't know.
I've had
But if
people
you
say,
click on
"Why is
invoice-
this priority?" And it's like a $4 item with free shipping. I'm like, you didn't pay for priority. I can't ship that priority.
Right. Yep.
I had one of those sneaky offers the other day where they tried to put free shipping in the comments.
This just happened to me too.
That makes me mad.
This person sent me an offer and did the same thing, and I didn't see the message. I accepted the offer, and then I seriously inundated with emails. I said I wanted free shipping. I looked at it and said, well, you know what? I don't think so, but let me look how much it is, because it's a $45 sale. I don't really want to lose it. So let me see how much shipping is. To Sweden.
Oh,
Out of here.
How much was it?
Send her
How
the
much was the
nastiest
shipping?
message. Oh, give a crap.
Usually that shipping's like $25-$30.
It was $25, and it was just going to, global shipping program. But no. That was just rude to begin with. I mean, I'm guessing that's how she gets her. No, thank you. Like a drum, beat it. I lost my $45 sale.
Some of the shipping charges, though, is getting outrageous with USPS.
I feel like if you would ask, I know this is going to sound crazy, but if you asked me if if there's a way to negotiate the sale before you send the offer. And that's what I said to her. I wasn't totally nasty, but I just said, sending an offer is a binding, you're offering me the money, I'll pay this much. I say, yes, that's a binding little contract there. You can't just say, no, I'm not paying for it because you're not giving me free shipping when that wasn't discussed in the beginning.
And it even says right there in the writing, in the terms, that the price being offered does not include the ship. You got to pay the shipping. Shipping is not negotiable.
It's so bizarre. So then I didn't answer her back right away because I'm just going to wait the 4 days and let it cancel. I got no time to send nothing. This is ridiculous, right? I've already spent time looking at shipping and then going back. So she starts sending offers on other items for $1 to get my attention. What got my attention? So moving right along.
Wow.
One time,
That's my free shipper of the week.
yeah, I woke up one time to 121 offers, and you know what? They were legit. One person. I sold.
No, this is the same lady that bought these, but that's awesome. That's awesome.
But you know what the problem is with that? When you go to invoice, eBay only lets you invoice like max 40 or something. So I had to go in order to do shipping. I would click the button invoice, right? And then I'd have to pick however many of those items I could fit in the box that I was going to ship, and then send that invoice, and then do another 40 or however many was going to, and then do it. It ended up being 7 boxes.
Wow.
But yeah, it was over $1,000.
Nice.
That's awesome.
I wish I could get that again. Get 121 plush out the door.
So that's what happens when you get the big time.
Yeah, no, that's a one and only.
Hey, I sold a huge bundle on Poshmark that I thought was a joke. Like, no, I think it was like 13 or 14 items, but still, that's cool.
Wow, that's good.
How's
Never
Poshmark
seen
going for you, Mama?
Jill store right now. How many listings do y'all have? I forgot.
Who?
We got almost 1,500.
We're
1,500?
1,575, something like that.
Awesome.
Yep.
Wow, that's cool.
They're
job.
all well, most of them are like small items. We've been working.
1,589.
We've been working the last couple of days because soon after we got here, we went up and got a trailer full of stuff from my cousin's estate, and it's all almost all Christmas and everything else. So we're trying to get it
And
all
everything
listed.
else.
Yeah. See, I told you she always gives me a hard time.
Do y'all do
And
most
they're
of your sourcing through estate sales? Is that your preferred method, or what do you like to do?
Well, down in Florida, there was an awesome auction that we went to. And, and
Where's this auction?
It's in Melbourne, actually, and it's closed down now because someone willingly showed up with COVID and got the owner, and she ended up passing away.
Oh no!
But
my daughter just came in here. I'll be right back.
All righty, bye.
Wow.
But we were going once a week, and they would have box slots just lined up on the floor, and you could probably get them for $3-5 a piece. And if nobody wanted them, then they would box them. They would lot them all together, so you can get like 10 of them, and for like $5-6. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That's pretty. I would travel to something like that.
We would even get furniture for $5.
I haven't been on Donatella's live in a while. I need to start. You know what? She does some great stuff. Donna, what is it? Donna and T?
Yeah,
Auctions
for you and Donna.
Yes, I gotta get back over there. And you know what? I went haven't probably watched them in months.
I want to get one of those vintage.
They're close to me too.
I want to get the vintage box lots that Courtney is forever talking about.
Right. Yes, I need to get on that. I have not. The only YouTube I've watched literally is you and Noelle and Courtney. Like, just staying in the loop. You guys keep me with what's relevant. I just haven't. And I'm talking, I would put on YouTube and work all day, and yeah, I just haven't been the last few months. But yes, because Donna, she's right. Donna's close to me. She's in Palm Beach, Florida.
Yeah.
So that's not too bad of a drive. to go
No.
pick up stuff, you know,
Right.
not at all. And she gets great prices and she gets great items.
She
really does. But you got to catch her. You got to be able, you know, set the,
You need to go click on the
you
bell so
call
you
it?
know when she's on.
click on the bell.
Click
Click
on
on
the
the
bell.
bell.
It's funny because now that
Click
we
it
moved
on
up
the
here,
bell.
it's a whole new world of picking and yard sales.
Oh,
I went through a
And now
spell.
you
probably
guys
the
do a
first-
lot of yard sales up there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went through a spell
You're
for
my
the
rebel.
first
Yeah,
month or so. I was so frustrated and she was finding stuff and I was just like, oh, I hate this place up here. I can't find anything. So it's a
You guys, do you have the same stomping grounds? Rebel's little, you better watch out.
Yeah.
She gets you.
That's actually how we
You
met.
mess around with her stuff.
We actually met that way. We were at this
On
That's
Dogwood.
so
it was a
great.
small community sale, and Christina came up to me and she goes, "There's a couple YouTubers. They have a GoPro." I'm like, "What?" She
You
goes,
said you
"She's
told
mad.
us
"They
this,
got a
didn't
GoPro
you?
and
told
it's a
you
kid
You
bag."
were so nervous.
And then she went up and started talking to Robert, and of course
She
everybody
thought
knows
Robert was
is
the
talker.
YouTuber.
Because I had the GoPro on.
because he had the camera.
You're making him wear the GoPro, Rebel.
I've been wearing it. Tonight's video
You've
is
been
me
good.
using it. So
I
Oh,
liked
awesome.
it on the thing. I'm like, did you give up yet? No. Good.
Rebel, that was
Good,
probably the
good.
first
Are you
day
getting
you
it
guys
figured
actually
out?
recorded at yard sales, wasn't it?
it was the what?
It was probably one of the first days you guys actually wore the GoPro at yard sales, wasn't
I
it?
think so. Robert was like, if you're not going to do it, I'm going to do it. So he put it on.
Now, did you see Rebel? I was thinking about you because maybe it was Noel. I can't remember. Somebody was showing a magnetic clip for the GoPro where you could just put it in, you know, it just looked like you could put it on your crossbody bag or something, you know, clip it to yourself that wasn't so chunky
Obvious.
and large. And
Yeah, it clips on the
Obvious.
inside of your shirt and on the outside. I need to get one because it makes my boobs look big when I wear one of the straps. Because I'm a little overweight, so you know I need to put a bra on too.
obvious. That's what
We have found I don't get hardly any comments when I wear it now. Once in a blue moon, a kid will go, they've got a GoPro on. They've got a GoPro on. But that's the only nobody. I think it's
Yeah, I am
becoming
just
so
afraid
common.
of somebody saying something like at a sale. Not that I have sales to go to, but you know, if I did, I think someone would say something to me. I might tell them to go pound sand. It's any of your business.
No, it's actually
Leave me alone.
what little bit we've worn ours. Seems like people are really supportive. Either they don't say anything,
Well,
or they're
that's
very
great.
interested into it, and they ask you about YouTube or if you're a vlogger.
Yeah.
It's,
You might
I've
get
never
new
really heard anything
subscribers,
say anything
though.
negative.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
That sounds good. I probably, yeah.
Yeah, we have a new person, old school picker. I think we met him.
Yep,
Right?
Chris. Yep.
Yeah, Chris. We met him at the cash to trash to cash. I get that wrong every time. Trash to cash dinner that night.
Mhm.
So he's in here.
Oh, that's awesome.
Old
awesome.
school
What's up,
picker.
Chris? Him and
Yes, but
Shannon are
Shannon's
awesome.
showing
We
up
sat there
on
and talked to
my
her for a while, and Christina's like, Shannon's such a sweetheart.
Hi,
So,
Shannon. I gotta.
Yeah.
Well, hello there.
he lives in Crossville, right where we were staying at, and he even said this year was not so good
That would be
compared
good.
to past years. But
Hey guys.
oh yeah, but he does a lot of vintage toys and everything. He did really good on some Masters of the Universe and some diecast. So I mean he's got a couple of good spots over there.
Where is he at? Up by you guys
Crossville.
too?
I think
What's
he's
that?
Crossville, right?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
Crossville. He actually had a lady, and I'll say it for you, Chris. It's Kathy time. That actually gave him a bunch of retired Stampin' Up sets, and
Nice.
she's sending, I think, a
Oh,
second set, and
nice.
he's just making so much money off of them.
I'm
That's
telling
great.
you what, I love that stuff. Like, I don't, I'm not into stamps or into this or that, but if I can buy a lot of one thing, I'm getting into it.
Yes.
It's about to be my favorite.
You guys
Stamping
just bought
kits
a
are, yeah.
Scott, you guys just bought a bunch of stamps, didn't you?
Yeah, but they're not as valuable. We got a bunch of, they're like in DVD cases, and then we got a bunch of like the wood stamps. The ones in
Wood
the
stamps,
DVD,
yeah.
the ones in the DVD cases, they range between $5 to $25, and I haven't
So,
listed the
at
wood
my-
stamps yet.
The ones in the reason I'm asking you this, yesterday I actually filmed my trip to the Salvation Army, and they had boxes of those CD stamps, and I didn't know what the heck they were.
Don't
Like
do
a
the
couple
rubber stamps.
tubs.
They're not worth as much.
Not the rubber ones.
You gotta do the die cut.
And what about
die cut
the?
ones.
Okay, what's the difference?
I think one's metal. I think compared to the rubber.
But are they in the CD cases too, or?
I think some are. Chris will probably know more about them
Okay.
because we don't have the die cut itself. We just have these rubber ones.
It's just the like rubber
What it-
stamps. You know.
Yeah, it's like the little rubber stamps.
Okay. Okay. So the ones that are in these CD cases are clear. I have them on video. I am gonna actually try and do this. Put my little thing out, but they're clear, and I didn't know that they were even stamps. I thought they were like
They're probably
die cut.
acrylic. They're probably acrylic.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the I know
Yeah,
the,
they are stamps now. That all makes sense. But then they had a big bucket of wood stamps.
Yeah.
So
You
I'm
can
just
probably lot
wondering,
up
does
the wood
anybody
stamps.
know any? Yeah, I did that before.
Yeah.
Liz. I brought like 30 of them and put them together, and
Yeah.
yeah. But I'm
It's
thinking
long-
listing them separately. It would be it were yeah.
This is some of the wood ones we got.
Yeah.
I'll just kick you
I
out,
like
yeah.
the wood ones, but they sell real slow. I mean, I've sold a couple, and in that big lot of scrapbook stuff that my friend gave me ages
Right.
ago, I listed several, and I've sold just like a small percentage of them, but eventually, I mean, they'll
Mhm.
go eventually, I think.
Right. I wonder if they're worth picking up. What?
Not for a lot. If you can get them
Per-
real cheap,
Yeah,
$1 or less.
like $1 a piece, $1
Yeah.
or less. Okay. Because I was
I
thinking
would
about
say less.
asking him to make me a deal on all of it, because it's all brand new, and they do have like these little machines, like the stamp machines. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know anything about
yeah.
it. But what's the brands? Any brands? Anybody in the comment? Any good
Old school
stamping
picker
brand?
saying Stampin' Up is a
Yep, Stampin'
bolo.
Up.
Stampin'
Yeah.
Up.
Not
That's
scissors,
good.
what was scissors?
Yeah, Sizzix. We picked up some Sizzix stuff down in Florida, and it doesn't sell it
that
very
It
was
well.
one
took
of them too.
forever.
Yeah,
Yeah, that one
yeah.
takes forever,
But those are
especially
die
those
cuts.
machines.
Sizzix
That-
are die cuts where you.
I know
Let
Chris
me
had a
message
couple of the
you.
Stampin' Ups that actually says Stampin' Up Sizzix on it, and I think those sold pretty well as well.
Oh, okay.
They have both
That's
names
what
on it.
that's what it is. That's what I remember, the little press thing being.
Here,
Sizzix.
this is what
I have in that lot of stuff my friend gave me. I had several punches, and those sold really well. I've sold almost all of those.
The
Almost as
paper
fast.
punches, like the square, the square
Yeah,
ones,
they're
like
little,
those.
and you just put your
Oh,
paper in.
there's
and
some of
design
those too.
a design. Yeah, those sold very not for a lot, but they sold. They sold well. I had a couple of Martha Stewart brand
Going
ones
fast.
that went fast.
there's
Yeah,
that's what
Martha
he's saying.
Stewart, she really does. People buy her stuff up lickety
Korean
split.
Memories has a few, and I think I sold
Die cut and emboss.
ones I had of that, like corner rounders, stuff like that.
Die cut and emboss. What's that? That's the way that stamps are made?
That's Stampin' Up. That's the type of Stampin' Up that you should get.
Okay.
Chris is the expert on how to get them,
Well,
and
I'm
I'm the
about
expert
to.
on what you shouldn't get.
That's a good sound.
Somebody's just bragging now.
You're right.
No, I have her logged in on her phone with my ID, so it's double dings.
Yeah, it doubles.
Double ding.
I'm also watching this on my phone.
And you're
We
not
give
getting
you
any.
Triple
ding.
ding. All right. Die cut. Where's that question?
Oh, I took it down already. Die cut
No,
and
that's okay.
emboss.
That's right.
Die cut and
Emboss.
Die
emboss.
cut and emboss.
Oh, what was that?
I'm about
And
to
they
go
come in
after this
plastic
show over there,
Folders.
and I'm gonna stink and take some photos and stuff.
See if you can clean up here.
Old school picker. What's his name? Chris.
Yep, Chris.
What's his name? He's in our Facebook group, right? I might harass you in there, buddy.
He's awesome.
Yeah, he's really nice. Very
Usually, if I
nice.
send him a message on Instagram, he answers it pretty quick. I mean, he's awesome.
Yeah.
super down to earth.
Very cool. Very cool. I just look at. There's a lot there, and I don't want to buy. I don't want. I mean, I know they'll sell eventually, but I would like to know if I'm.
And Courtney says she
Gonna
has
make
a
the money.
video. Courtney says she has a video on stamps.
And you know
Oh,
what? I've seen Courtney's video on stamps, but I need to go back and watch that.
Yep.
And Rebel, I watched both of y'all's videos on wholesale. I like the analytics that they give you whenever
Wasn't
you do
it great?
That's really nice.
I think that is, to me personally, I like it better than the other one, the other new one. What's it called? Whatnot.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
What
I think it's going to do much. It's better.
Whatnot.
Whatnot. I'm just not going there. I'm sorry. I know Courtney's getting ready to do her first Whatnot, but
I think it's
Well, we'll have to go watch her.
yes, I will.
It's going to end up being for like t-shirt bros and Pokemon cards and shoes. You know, that's like the people who are going to take over, I think.
I've watched several
Whatnot
people
or
that post it.
wholesale. Whatnot or wholesale.
Whatnot.
Wholesale.
Wholesale. My only worry about wholesale is that them not letting the drop shippers get in there. That is my only fear, you know, or like the people who buy a lot, you know, buy truckloads. And I mean, I guess you could do that, but I don't want to weed through all the crap to find stuff that are, you know, for like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need 1,700 sippy cups. I don't, but maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm just speaking without knowing truthfully but yeah, that's the only thing I hope with them. But I really like their site, and then being able to tell you what
the cost breakdown.
What am I trying to say? Yeah, the breakdown, the profit margin, like right there on, and that helps with the buyer and the seller. You know, it really is. It's a nice thing to look at. I do like it. And you guys' video was beep, was good. You guys did great. They need to put that on their website. You need to sell it to them, Rebel.
She has both of our videos, and I think the Nurse Flipper, I think, has done something, and there's a couple of people who've done something already on there, and I think
you guys are good,
especially like for me. Like if I was to say right now, I don't want to sell clothes, Robert.
That's what. Yeah.
You know what? It would be the
I don't want
perfect
to
way.
either.
Put them on there and get rid of them at, you know, what you paid for them, which isn't a lot, or, you know, because it won't be a loss at that point. But
and that's why I love it.
Too much, and you just want you're not going to get on there. Like I saw a comment in Courtney's video that said, "Why would you list something for $25 that's worth $150?" Well, if you don't want to sell that item, you just want to get rid of it. And you're still going to make at least your money back, if not just a little bit more, because it's just something you don't want to do.
It's a lot less work.
Yeah. But
also it'll be great.
It's a lot less work. And when your cost of goods is so low, it doesn't matter, you know, like what was that? I'm sorry. I cut you off there, babe.
Oh, no, it's okay. Also will be incredible for like people who buy storage lockers or do estate sale clean outs and stuff like that. It'd be incredible for them.
I heard somebody, is it Mr. Buys a Lot or something? Somebody I think was telling me you go on there and you buy this thing, but then you buy a time slot that you go in and you look at what everything is available.
They're doing that with a thrift store or something
in
Florida.
Oh, never mind. I take that back. Wholesale is.
You book a time and you pay X amount.
Yeah, and you pick.
You get like 25.
You get 25 items for $100, but you get to go through this estate
virtually. Right.
Oh, it's a thrift store, and you tell them, okay, I want this and this and this and this until you get your 25.
Yeah, I think they're trying to branch that out to like estate, just a lot of different places, which is a cool idea too. But gosh, I think that would be great, but that would take a minute. You'd have to have people really know what they're doing. No, put that back. I want that. Well, let me see that one.
Yeah, I wouldn't have the patience.
No, I do. I think that's awesome.
Like $2 an item or something. It was cheap.
Robert said it worked out for like $2 an item, and
that's awesome. Well, shoot, yeah. If you have a store that's filled wall to wall with clothes, why not? Right? Why not?
Consider it spring cleaning.
Yes. And you know what? Like I said, the cost of goods. So my cost of goods for bins items, I can definitely let them go at $3 a pop, $3-4 a pop.
Yeah.
Maybe even $5 on some better brands. So I love it. And my sale was seamless. They paid me already. Great. So
I got paid too already
And-
from the one.
you guys really did like compliment each other's video for what you didn't say. She said, and what she, I mean, it was just the right side of the. All on different sides, and I liked it.
My only thing is that I didn't say was, go use my link. I'm a terrible salesman. Terrible. I didn't ever even bring it up. Go use my link if you've not signed up already. No.
You have to have Robert
Rebel.
dub it in there.
You got your affiliate for Bubble Boy now, right?
Yes, we have our.
I saw
affiliate
that.
available.
Yeah.
I've actually sold a couple
There you go.
things on there. Yep,
You got to push those things.
I know.
That's gonna be nice. That's gonna be a little nice because you do use the stuff, and
Neat.
that's good.
Maybe
That's
I
a
need to
good.
do
All your boxes with
do
our
one of
links?
those commercials. Do a commercial that says, "Okay, Bubble Boy, love it. Here's the link. Affiliate links here." I'm a terrible.
You do a
salesman.
short.
Maybe, yeah.
Do a short on them. You could do separate ones. Do this.
Do this, yeah.
So, Lizzie, how have your sales been this week?
I just added it up. I've had 16 sales for the month, and today's the 14th. So I'm over
Doing
a little
your-
over
your
one a
day.
day.
That's awesome.
Averaging one a day. I had one order where one buyer bought 4 books that were old listings, and it was funny because it was right after I had heard I was talking about that video from Back from Burnout where she was talking about old listings and how it was hard to sell if they're over 9 months
I
old.
went and watched that after our show.
Yeah, but the same buyer bought 4 books that were from the stuff that my husband had listed before I took the store over. So I was excited about that. And I've been listing a lot of books. I still haven't unloaded the estate sale books out of my car because I'm determined to finish up with these romance books and get those stored away before I unload my car. And Randy's taking next week off because it's his birthday week. So he's like, yeah, while I'm off, if you want some help, I'm thinking we'll have like a big day of where he can help photograph a bunch of stuff and, just like really plow through a bunch of listings while he's here to help. So that'll be good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
What you said just reminded me. This week, I've been cross-listing on Mercari and Poshmark, trying to every single day. But you know what I've noticed, and I don't know if anybody else has noticed this. Like I listed an old book that has been on eBay probably 10 years. Cross-listed it to Mercari. It sold on eBay the same day. It's almost like when that list perfectly gets into that, it's showing it as being active, and it throws it out there to the world, and it sells. And I've had that happen a couple of times just this past
That's pretty
week.
neato.
Yeah, that is neat.
But yeah.
Well,
Don't judge because I have stuff in my store that is years.
Oh,
and years
no.
old. I don't care.
well, and I had, at the very first of the month, okay, so I've had some books hanging out in my garage for more than a couple of years. Just like they were stuff I brought home from library sales that didn't sell back because I used to be in charge of the library sales. And so I brought a bunch of stuff home to donate, and then it never got donated. It's just been sitting around the garage. Okay, so fast forward to now, I'm finally getting stuff listed. And one of these books that's just been sitting in my garage, and I'm thinking it's not worth anything, sold. And I had just listed it a few days ago, and it sold. And it wasn't for much. It was like $4 or $5 or something. But still, I'm thinking all this time, it's just been languishing in my garage. And, and that's the story with, I'm sure that's the story with everybody. It's like we have all these things, and if we just get them listed, somebody wants to buy them,
Right.
Profit
Getting the work
piles.
done.
It's your profit pile.
Yeah.
It's profit waiting to happen.
Yeah.
You guys wouldn't believe all the comments and the thank yous we got on that video that picture Robert posted of me recording a video surrounded by my junk.
Love
That
it.
was funny.
It made me not feel so bad about putting my messy garage out there on video.
I tell you, that's how I work. I put everything around me, and that way all you got to do is, you guys don't see me 500,000 times. I'm picking stuff up to put on the table to share, but that's just how we don't have space down here to be making massive piles on tables anyway. But that was funny. All the comments about people appreciating that we're real. I thought I was pretty real anyway, My
real
version
girl.
of getting dressed is putting earrings in.
I think pictures like that actually give people the perspective of what we deal with, and it's not just as easy as just saying magically showing up on eBay and selling it.
Right. That's why, I always say people, there's new seller. Yeah, there's a few that'll make it to the other side. This is a hard job, man.
Oh, like YouTube videos. I thought YouTube videos, okay, just record it and boom, it's done. Oh no.
Mm.
It's like people like NC Picker. I mean, he has like 4 or 5 channels, and he full-time resells, and he's got a full-time job. I don't know how Dave has that much time to do all this. I mean, he doesn't sleep, and there's no way he sleeps.
He does a lot of
one that has a whole bunch of mini profit piles.
M-I-N-I, not M-A-N-Y.
We have a huge profit pile. And then as I pull stuff out, I'll get ready to research. I'm like, I don't want to list that now. And I put it in another pile.
My one touches, I talk about that. Yeah, one touch. I've touched it. Nah. And it goes back in another pile.
She got tubs full of stuff.
Yeah, over by my chair. I have boxes upon boxes.
I have
collect
shells.
Not the donations, but the thing we got from your cousin's estate.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of stuff that's in there that's a lot smaller. That's like $1 or $2, and I'm like, I'm not gonna, put that in a lot or something, or just go donate it. Just
right. That's the
not worth
wholesale
the
for you.
time.
See, go on wholesale and check it out, and just do mystery lots. Not so mystery. You just
Like
take a
junk
picture
drawer
of
lots.
Yeah, just throw it, and then sell it that way. And Cheryl, yes, that would be really good for you for the baby clothes for wholesale. It'd be easy. The way that they have it set up to create your listings is super easy.
Yeah, because I've got.
She loved Christmas, and she loved snowmen, so that's pretty much everything that's over there.
Yeah.
Let's see. And how long have you guys been reselling? Did I miss that? I missed that. I think I came in a little late.
We started right around COVID, right before COVID. I actually got into an antique store and was doing pretty well in there. Me and a friend of mine, he's like the genius when it comes to any kind of toy. I noticed me and him was like selling most of it in the antique store, and then we shut down for COVID. And my dad's probably watching, so he's the type of person that you could tell him that you want a blue banana held by a yellow ape riding a pink bicycle. And he's like, oh, I got that. And he'll go in his garage. And yeah, that's kind of the way my dad is. But during COVID, we were actually selling some of his stuff for him to try to help offset prices. And then afterwards, we decided to open up our own store. Well, she's been in retail for 30 some years. So she was managing a retail store. And I decided to open up our own store in an old beat up, broken down mall building. And it's because I had worked for FedEx, and I got into a car accident going into work one day and messed my back up pretty good. So I couldn't do that anymore.
4 days after I had my neck surgery.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
So we opened up our own store, and we didn't have any losing months, even in that really old building. But
That's
I
awesome.
sub-rented out about like Rebel was doing. I sub-rented out like 4 or 5 spots to help offset our rent. But the auction saved us because we were getting so much at the auction. We'd fill up the truck, and sometimes they back the truck for $100 or $200, and we'd take it in there and sell it.
Oh, nice.
So
yeah,
I would say full time since both of us since we moved up here. For me, it was a little bit longer, maybe 2 years.
Yeah,
3
I
years.
quit my job almost
Your links aren't
a year
showing
ago.
up.
It'll be next month. It'll be a
Courtney
year.
said. Courtney
That's
said
awesome.
your links aren't
What
showing
did you
up.
used to do, Christine? What was your job?
Retail management,
Okay.
Why not?
multiple stores.
I see American Bubble Boy link.
I think that helps us too with her being in retail because
Not allowed or something?
she can focus, or she knows like some of the glasswares and clothing and all that. but
Right,
basically what it sells
right.
retail.
So I've done like Steinmart, Tuesday morning,
I will figure
Bell's
it out.
Outlet was a big one. I was with them for a while. We actually, I actually went to the Keys.
You find some great
company
stuff at
guide,
Bell's,
remodeling
man.
your Bell's in Key West.
Because
Yeah,
aren't those
we got one. We got one on Big Pine too.
Oh,
I
do you?
love it.
Okay.
Yeah, we have Big Pine, Marathon, and Key West, and you can really find some good stuff in there.
Oh yeah.
Like discontinued stuff, all kinds of stuff. I don't know why I forget about Beals, as I call it.
those stores are
Oh,
basically
no,
resellers,
Bells.
right? Bells, yeah. Aren't those like Marshalls and stuff? Aren't those resellers? Don't they get stuff that's like overstock or whatever, leftover seconds?
Well,
and
yeah, it's
sell?
discontinued stuff. They actually have some products that are made specifically for Bell's Outlet.
Okay.
Or it could be last year's models that were surplus or anything like that.
Surplus, that's the word I was thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah.
They have really nice stuff, though. They have some really nice brands that come in there, and
Mm-hmm.
I think I bought some Juicy bras one time and flipped them a couple years back.
I think
I'm not good at retail arbitrage. I'm really not. I'm really, really not. I don't know.
I think a lot of times you got to worry with retail arbitrage, especially if you're going to sell it as new, that you're going to be getting the Veros. You're going to be getting the Veros. I just watched Daily Refinement's thing about Patagonia. Did any of you guys watch that?
Yeah,
No, do tell.
He went into Patagonia, do all of their clearance stuff, picked out like 300 some items, and she said, I can sell this to you. The manager of the store followed him. She said, I can sell this stuff for you or to you, but you will be banned for life in the continental North American because they do not want resellers. Now she said, we can take this stuff and make a pile, and you can pull out the stuff that's going to be for your own personal use, and there won't be an issue. But
what does it matter as long as they sets it? I mean, they're the ones that sets the sell price. So
because they run the risk. I guess they repair. If you bring something into a Patagonia store and there's something wrong with it, they will repair it, replace it, and they can't do that with resellers.
Wow.
If you say you got it off of eBay, they don't want.
Even though they would do it if somebody bought it directly from them.
Right. But I'm assuming maybe they'd ask for receipts or they'll have a record in their system.
Well, and they do. That's like Lululemon is the same. They don't want resellers, and people say that you can take stuff back into them. Actually, they're in the reselling loop now. I think they're selling used clothes on a couple of sites. Lululemon is, but that was the same thing with them, I think, as far as like the repairs and the this and the that. But see, they don't do repairs and they don't replace crap. They'll give you a credit, towards what you want to purchase. Like, if you bring something in, they'll give you a credit towards a new pair. You keep the pair, stuff like that. Pants, shirt, whatever. I'm gonna have to look into it. So he was at like an outlet, Patagonia outlet.
I think he was in a Patagonia store. I'm not sure if it was an outlet, because he's out in California.
Right? But that's Patagonia land up there in the. I would think.
It's not a long video. It's like a 10 or 12 minute video. It's worth watching.
Yeah, it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter, really. I mean,
that's why
you
won't see very few new items in my. I don't care. Even our clothes.
Right.
If they've got.
Well, I'm telling you,
I list them as
used,
but I'll put in the description appears unused. Because I've got the tags and everything else, but I don't want to
open yourself up.
I didn't say
right.
She just made fun of you, Rebel, for saying everything else. Because that's my go-to when I get nervous on the videos.
Instead of my butt. So okay.
Yeah, I always say
and everything else.
I say so, but okay. Now.
So
again,
I mean, start talking, ladies.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't like retail. When we did Amazon, and even though we were selling grocery items, I hated it. Just hated it.
Well, I'm telling you, it does open yourself up to a whole new, different world of scrutiny. When you sell new stuff, higher end stuff, like I'm really shying away from this.
Yes, I'm happy with my Wranglers and and Levi's and, you know, a few LL Beans. Because
Right. Well, see what happened. I had a pair of Christian Dior vintage new that I think, underwear that I was selling, and they pulled it down and said they were fake. Well, they're new old stock. They're not fake. Like I wouldn't sell it if they were. I don't know if I couldn't authenticate it myself. I'm not going to just put it on and be like, oh, well, let's give her hell. But they took it down. So now, like I said, I'm just nervous. I'm nervous for the higher end stuff. I'm nervous for the new stuff. Like,
Yep.
You're always going to have a hater too. Somebody that's got to tell you something.
Oh yeah, I just got one the other day.
No.
What was yours?
I got a Funko Pop that we got up here. It's worth probably $90. It's still in the box, and I think I got $92 on it. And some guy sent me a message. He goes, "You got this way overpriced. It's worth
Those people
more than double what they sell for." And so I took a picture of some of the sold comps where it sold for $75 and sent it to the guy. That's all I said.
We just listed some. I listed some PlayStation guitar drum
Hero.
set.
Yep.
And I got a message saying that I overpriced it and that I didn't know what. And a long one. And I almost screenshotted it and posted it. Like, I'm this close. I don't know if I want to be that chick, but it was really ridiculous. He really had a lot of points to tell me what I was doing and how I should sell this like this. And it was like, who the heck? I don't know.
So let's say it was overpriced. Just move along.
Right.
Just
Go to the next one. See that button on there that says give offer? Well, I have offer on it. So they could, just. Grrr.
What'd you say, Rebel? You have a question?
I said, bye, Kristen. She's leaving.
Oh.
Bye, Kristen.
Squirrel. I
Was
love
she
that
on
name.
Nurse Flipper last night? I heard some comments. I didn't get to watch it.
I missed
I didn't
all
get to
that.
watch
I
it
don't
either.
know.
It looked like on the comments that maybe she was on there last night. I'll have to go back and watch it.
She's on a lot of stuff. She's got way more nerve than me. Nope. Yeah.
See that comment?
About?
I pasted it.
I don't have a comment over here. Oh, now I do. Yeah, I saw that comment. Where is it?
I'm trying to read through them. I thought I saw something in here I wanted to answer, and now I can't remember. I'm going to go pull my items real quick, guys. I'll be right back.
Yeah, Tanya said, did I ever do barrel racing or team roping? Because of Robert's comment about being a rodeo clown. I don't like horses at all. Don't like horses.
Did you see Ray's comment about the $2 offer on a plush for $50? Read that. Put that comment up there. We need to discuss that.
Oh, here. Oh, I get them all the time.
Okay, but the person left a note saying, I'm offering $2 because that's all it's worth. Okay, if that's all it's worth, forget it. Why do you even care? Just leave it alone.
I'm thinking, you know what? Then go find that person who's going to sell it to you for $2.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But if I've got it listed for $50, I'm obviously not going to be willing to give it for $2. I think it sounds like they're just trying to make a point, like in your other case where they're just trying to be difficult.
But
it's people who probably either drop ship or they're looking to resell it for themselves.
Yeah.
I have a I don't know if she's a drop shipper or she's a freight forwarder. I haven't quite figured her out, but she does this to me all the time. She'll offer me $6 on something I have listed for $40. Like I'm going to do. I don't think so, but she does it constantly. And once in a blue moon, she'll offer something reasonable. So I don't want to block her, but a part of me wants to block her. You know what I mean? And also on that comment, the other way around, when I'm doing comps on something and you see $30, $35, $40, and then somebody who sold it for $2. Why?
I know.
Why?
Well, those people may not be established and they just want to sell it to get rid of it too.
Yeah,
Yep.
it doesn't help the rest of us, though. It sets a precedent.
Exactly.
Oh, she
I
was
used
with
to
Sunny
say.
Las Vegas last night. Sunny and I were on the Nurse Flipper together. He's jumping quickly in the YouTube numbers. So
He hangs out a lot with American Arbitrage too. And
and
he's
the
in a couple of
niche
his videos, I
lady
think I
and
hope.
somebody else. I don't know the other name.
What's that?
Yeah, they've got lots of good flea markets and thrift stores and stuff for him to go to. Where here, no, not at all.
No.
I'm jealous of part-time picker
Oh,
Matt at the Oakland Coliseum flea market.
I know.
Why would you need to go anywhere else? I am so jealous of that flea market that he goes to.
Same.
Where is it? What state?
Yeah,
California.
California. It's the Oakland Coliseum flea market.
Oh, wow.
He
If
finds
you watch some of his
amazing.
videos, I mean, it's just crazy some of the stuff he gets.
I'm trying to look at the comments on here.
I'm missing a whole conversation between Robert and Beth. Don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, I just saw you. Shush, Robert.
What'd I say this time?
Oh no. Heather wrote, when Rebel talks about being in the military, I picture her as G.I. Jane at boot camp in the mud with the plush.
With a flesh.
With the plush. No. Boot camp. Whew, boot camp was tough because I'm so small. My nickname, my company commander was probably 2 inches taller than me, but she called me Squatty Body the entire time. Squatty Body, being squat.
Aw.
Squatty Body. Yeah. But I
Where's
just kept
basic
my
training?
mouth shut.
Where's basic
Hmm.
training for the Navy? Is that Annapolis?
I went to Orlando.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
And when I went in, all the women went to Orlando. I think the guys could go up to some place on the Great Lakes and maybe out west. I mean, yeah, out west. But all the women at that time went to Orlando. That was 1981.
Oh, wow.
And then I
So
was
the
My only brush with
North
military.
Chicago is where they have North Chicago, Illinois, is where the basic training camp is up there.
Yeah.
I used to live by it. And Rebel, I have to tell you real quick because I was away and I just started laughing, but I was muted. You need to have that for your person, your logo. A little Army Rebel with her blush.
there you go, Robert.
Oh, I love it.
A Navy uniformed rebel holding her plush and
yes,
what else.
I love it.
That would be awesome. That would be.
I'm like,
I
I just screamed when I
my
heard that.
only brush with the military, other than the fact that my dad was a World War II Marine, is that I've played Green Army Man at Disney. I got to open the Toy Story parade. I was on my one of 2 TV appearances in a parade was as Green Army Man. And then after I had I don't know if it was my first or second child, and I came back to work, my first day back to work after having a baby, they had me scheduled as a Green Army Man. And I was like, this is terrible. I look terrible. And Sarge, we were in the old, the van they used to use for the Ninja Turtles. They had reworked it for a Green Army Man van. And when we got out of guests, like where no guest could hear us, he called me private postpartum. And then I called the manager. I said, you have to come to this costume. I look horrible. And he came, he goes, yeah, you need to not do that today. Because I looked like I just
postpartum.
Yeah.
This is my wonderful husband showing me so much love.
Well, now you know he's gonna make some kind of logo with
We roast my kids out all the time because we'll say, yeah, when I graduated high school, Robert was starting middle school.
Is 81 when you graduated?
Yes, I graduated. I graduated a year early. So, I was only 17, but I joined the military 3 or 4 months after graduation.
Yeah, I knew we were close in age. I was 82, graduated 82, and I was 17.
I would have been 82.
I was always the youngest one in my class.
Yep. I'm becoming one with my age. I keep saying if the conversation comes up, I've been saying I'm almost 60. I'm almost 60. I'm
Oh.
almost 60.
When I was 39, I could never be 39. I was almost 40. That's what I always said. I was almost. What is with that? I'm determined I'm not going to do that. I'll turn 58 later this year, but I am determined I am going to be in my 50s until the day I turn 60.
There you go.
Y'all are killing
are
me. Somebody said
huge.
she
What
was
size are
1
these?
in 1981, and here Katrina's saying she was in the 4th grade in 81.
I was 2 in 81, right?
You guys.
Yeah.
Lori Brackenmeyer says private postpartum will be the funniest thing I hear today. I know.
That was absolutely hysterical.
I was so glad he didn't say it because he said it on the microphone, but we were out in the parking lot away from guests. Back then, it was when Toy Story was, it had been out a while. And so we would go through the park to a Green Army Man. Sarge was the only one on a microphone because he was Actors Equity. And all the rest of us were just character people. And we would ride around in the old turtle van, which was outfitted for Green Army Man. And then we would stop in certain places and we would get out and do like a little routine thing and meet and greet people. And so for some reason that day we had driven out in the parking lot and we were waving to the parking vans as they went by. And then we were on our way back into the park. And he said something about, all right, it's time to go in. Private postpartum, something comes out. What? Disney secrets you can only hear here.
Heather wrote,
these boxes have been a savior. What are they? The 12 by 6 by 6?
I love them.
These things fit everything, in their light. I recommend them, guys.
I love the eBay boxes because they're strong and they're light. If you buy them anywhere else, they're weak and they're heavy.
Yeah, these are really good. I think I got them from you, Rebel. I think that's why I've got them.
I love them.
That's what I use my money on. Yep, that's what I did on this last quarter. I got these.
Super Calipoppin says her sons want to send me a shirt with Mark Ruffalo on it. Oh, I remember that. I love Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah. He's awesome.
I love that people are all telling how young they were in 81.
I know.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's right. Beth's a year younger than me.
Oh, Tanya, Super Calipoppins, you commented to a video and I didn't know who you were. Awesome. Good to see you. And I was going to ask you, Tanya, did you work at Disney or do you work at Disney? Did I get a chance to reply back? I can't remember. Sorry, I was just noticing her comment. She said she was Super Calipoppins, and she had looked at, commented to one of my videos the other day. Thank you.
So, Rebel, any interest in our little monthly get together? Any interest from anybody else?
I don't know. I'm hoping Cher and them might be coming. That's Grinning Grandma and her husband. I forget his name. Trey.
Yeah, I think Travis.
They're going to come, but we got to get back with that the guy from Sevierville. What was his name?
Kevin.
Kevin.
Tennessee Picker. Yeah.
Yeah, we reached out to him, but he had something else going on that weekend. So I'm hoping we can build this up and we can just travel around. Like if Cher and her husband are going, maybe we'll head closer to maybe Johnson City or
that's fine.
Closer to them. But just to change it up a little bit. But yeah, that's going to be fun if we can get this getting bigger.
If Chris Old School's still listening, I would like to maybe try to set up a meeting with him, maybe meet West Knoxville or something. That's kind of in the middle. And
that would be fun.
Yeah.
I like being able to bounce ideas off, even though I was a fun sponge this last time and stayed home because my tummy was hurting, but
I should have. I think somebody carried COVID on us.
Yeah. Thanks,
Robert.
These two have been sick with the sea. That's why they
Really?
missed the last 2 weeks of being on the show.
Oh,
it
that's
been 2
terrible.
Yeah, it's almost 3.
Yeah, this is the
Oh.
3rd week. 2 weeks, you guys.
Yeah.
We still got it a little bit of congestion and stuff. And
You're still worse
No,
than I
Travis
am.
and
though.
didn't get it.
I know Travis or Robert didn't get it. And I've not had it yet. So everybody in my house has had it now but me.
I mean, it just feels like for us, it was just a cold, like a head
Mhm.
cold. And
That's
then
what I heard.
my worst day, I just had a headache from, oh my God. Oh, the headache was so bad that day.
That's when I had a headache really, really, really bad. It was really bad. That was the worst part.
Yep.
I mean, we probably still got a little bit of side effects from it because we haven't really, maybe a day each. We kind of just did nothing, but we've been kind of worked through it. Still trying to list on eBay and everything else. But
And everything
That's
else.
one
Yeah,
nice thing about being an eBay seller is that you can sit in your bed and list.
Yeah.
You're not feeling well, you know.
Yep. Or
That's
cross
we-
ideal.
we've seen a hit on our
Progress.
sales too. So I mean, with us not listening as much, our sales this last week or so has been down. So it's all good though.
Hey, Rebel, have you gotten your momentum board yet?
No, I need to do that.
What's the momentum board? I want one.
We're
We
gonna.
got the idea from Chris Old School actually.
Yes.
We get-
bought it for you. You just never did it.
But we get the idea from Chris.
You do your daily tracking of what you're doing.
Oh, that's what I was doing up here, was redoing my board.
I was gonna say that Lizzie's already got that done.
Yeah. The only
I
thing
just
I
don't
use
keep up
different
with it very well.
is I split the date and I put how many listed and the dollar amount versus at the bottom of it how many sold and the dollar amount. So I can do I don't know.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't done the dollar amount.
like
I just
that.
did quantity on mine of listed and sold. That's awesome. Yeah, that's a good idea to do your dollar amount.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's some people who say, you should be listing, $200 a day, $500 a day. You're supposed to have that set amount. Some people say numbers, some people say dollars. So, I guess it's just a personal thing.
I was trying
I
to
could
remember.
just-
I think
But-
next year in the Facebook group, I think we need to get that calendar thing done. And or even a world map, every time you ship to a specific state, you mark that you've already, and let's see who gets all 50 states first, or who gets the most foreign countries if you're going to do foreign countries. Which
Yeah, I think there's a website that actually tracks that, but it's for
Yep.
traveling. But you can use it for the same thing.
I
I
think
was
that
just
would
gonna
be
say
fun.
that too.
Because
And
I'm
then
shocked how much
Poshmark.
I ship a lot
Poshmark
to
tells
Texas.
you. They tell you. Poshmark has a little area that tells you what states you've sold to.
Really, I haven't found that yet.
I'll send it to you. It's there. Don't mark my words, but I will. I'll send it to you. I'll find it after the show today.
Yep.
I was just
yep.
reading Tanya's comment
Well, that's
about
what we use
losing
the
family
maps for
members
now.
from COVID. I am so sorry for your loss. That's horrible. Thankfully, the members of my family who have had it have not been majorly ill. And I haven't had it.
Yeah,
yet.
we just got sick for like a week. Like it was pretty down, like the flu, but it was pretty tough.
Emily's lost her baby. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible.
That is sad.
No bueno.
Scary stuff.
So
Still.
do you guys still have your store
In Florida?
up there where that was
No, yeah.
You
No,
had it?
the
Okay, I lost.
the
I got
mall
lost
it
on
was
that.
very dumpy, but it was reasonable as far as rent goes. But
Right.
every time it rained, it was like a shower. They never maintained it. They were rumored to tear it down and rebuild it. I guess I just got messages the other day that they're actually started demolition, but
Really?
I don't know if it's actually construction demolition or it just fallen in from weather. But
It was bad.
we were in it just over a year, and
Was it a
that's when we
thrift store that
decided to
you
move
had?
up here.
You guys
Was
have
it a
family
thrift
up
store?
there? Or
No,
is it
there's
just- did you
nobody.
just pick it.
Our only family now is Rebel and Robert.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's the only family I want.
We
Yeah,
were going to look
bet.
at to buy some land around Pigeon Forge and basically investment property. And
Nice.
Cabins and all that.
anything reasonable was basically hillside. I mean, it was crazy. And the day that we were leaving, she just happened to be on Facebook and saw a couple listings, and she's like, "Let's drive through there." And we did. And the first place we looked at, we liked it. We looked at 3 or 4.
Oh, I love that.
Yep.
Awesome.
That's so random, but so awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
It's so
Yep.
peaceful.
I was in Florida for over
I
30
bet.
years and I had just had enough with that heat. I'm just done. And I was like, Tennessee is pretty. I've never really lived in the mountains. I've always been on the ocean, whether it be Jersey or Florida. And I'm like, I want something different. I want to see seasons again. And it's just so beautiful. We love it up here. I mean, I'm in love. I love it. I don't know how many times we're driving down the road and he yells at me because I'm like, oh, you seen that mountain yesterday, honey? I'm like, but it's just so pretty.
You just say the word HOT and she sweats.
Yeah, I sweat worse than he does.
I'll tell you what, August and July and August down here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
But
you're
I grew
further
up in
south. It's
Chicago.
more brutal there.
And I am done with winter. I never want to see another snowflake again in my life. Never. Never.
I like summer, but I end up staying inside anyway. So why do I say I like summer? Because I'm inside all day.
It's suffocating down there in Florida in
Yeah.
August. I mean, it's
I think
It is. It's a rough business here in July and August. I don't know if
we've
it's
had
as bad
2
down
days-
here.
2 days where it was really bad, like it felt like Florida. That was it. Otherwise, we were running around going, "What the heck? This is beautiful." No
And
wet
then
blanket on your face.
what does the temperature get down to up there, Rebel? You get snow, don't you?
Or we get
You get
snow.
snow?
Yeah.
just
it
2
gets-
nights ago. It got
It
down
gets
to
in the
50s.
it can get close to 0 here.
Oh,
Man.
wowza.
That's not the normal though. But I have a feeling like, okay, I'm having a conversation with my dad the other day, and he's like, now, according to the old folks, however many fogs you wake up to in August is how many winter storms you're going to have. And he was like, 19 of the 30 days was winter storms. So he says, maybe you might want to go get a generator here real soon, Rebel.
Wow.
He says, we're going to get storms this year.
And you guys are out there too, right?
Mm-hmm. Luckily, we're near a high school. So usually they don't lose power. You know what I mean? When you're near,
right.
they restore it quickly because we're near a school. So I think
Right.
we've only lost power one time
Huge.
for an extended amount of time.
That was just a couple hours.
Yeah, hours, not days.
Well,
Well,
anytime
from a
we've lost
hurricane.
power down here, I got a stinking mark on eBay for shipping late.
Oh.
What's your handling time, Lori?
One day.
You do one day.
Mhm. Yes, I try and get it out like lickety split.
Yeah,
But one day it is.
I have 2 days, but I almost never use it. But I'm glad to have it because sometimes I need it, every once in a while.
Well, I'll tell you guys, I was looking at my Seller Hub performance dealing with Bob, and my returns are really high, which I didn't think they were as high as I saw. When you look at it on paper, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
does that affect your sales and everything else? Like
Only if they're
I'll say
unresolved.
Unresolved.
that- they're all resolved. It just says my
Did
my
it trigger
return
negative
rate.
feedback?
It says oh, your peers are down here and you are up here.
I don't
Weird.
think it does
Weird.
that much to you. I don't know. Beth is always telling me the ins and outs of eBay. She's like, no, this isn't going to count against you. It's this and this and this. But yeah, I think it's only
Oh, here it is.
unresolved issues.
Here it is. You know what I think screwed me is I had a lady order multiple things and then none of them fit her and she sent them back. And I think that because it was such a bunch of items at one time really nailed me. So yeah, I'll just have to look into that, I guess. I didn't know if y'all knew. Yeah, I'm at 2.56, which I didn't think was that high, honestly, considering I sell clothing. I would think that return rate might be a little higher for clothing than hard goods,
Right. That's a percent.
just in general. Right.
0.5%. Or
Yeah,
what?
so I
The last
feel
30 days or 90 days
for my
or what?
reach. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Hold on, let me see. For the last total transactions, 313. It must be for my whole sales.
Where are you looking? Because I can't even remember where that is.
Okay, so if you go into service metrics, go to performance and then service metrics.
Okay. I went to
And there's
every
a nice
one of
little
those
graph
except-
there.
Oh yeah. I'm a
We've had
tad
a-
bit
And I
up.
have, so it's 8 returns, but that's out a total of like all, I don't know how long.
I think that's on a revolving 12-month.
Yeah, it says
12
current
months,
rate,
yeah.
May to July. Well, mine's saying May to July. Maybe you can change that.
Okay, let me look. Oh yeah, August 21 to July. So it's for the year. It's on the current rate. Okay. So it's for the whole year, Lizzie.
I think you're all right as long as you get them resolved.
I think so too. Yeah, they are resolved. There's the one, and that's another thing. Why would that lady say that they were not items as not as described when she says they didn't fit her?
So she can
Because
get
she
free
wanted a
returns
free
on
return.
other.
Checked anything.
returns.
You're
Anytime they
right.
say it's not as described, that it's an instant return to where you have to give them the money back.
That's why, you know
So
what?
there's
If you don't offer free returns, you might as well because it
Yep.
stops them from doing
It's still
that.
right.
Instead
I
of
offer
getting an
free returns.
INAD, you get at least just a return, and you don't technically have to give them back their original shipping.
If you don't
If you have free returns, seller pays, and they
Right.
return something for doesn't fit or pick the wrong item, you don't have to give them back their original shipping. Now you do have to pay for the return shipping, but you're not out all of it. I just learned
Okay.
that recently. I was the crazy person who was giving everybody their money back.
Yeah, I refund
Only
back.
for INADs.
I'm gonna have to look into
I
that.
do. I like bend over backwards because I want to keep my 100% positive feedback as long as possible.
Right.
Once you give back a return, they can't give a negative feedback. And if they do, you can go to eBay and they'll remove it.
That's why I ended up putting free returns, I think, because I had a couple jokesters that wanted me to pay them off, basically, give them half refund and stuff like that. And I have a VCR that's in limbo right now that the guy messaged and said didn't work, which I know it worked. In fact, I almost sent the dang VCR tape out with it. Forgot to take it out because I tested it. And he was like, oh, it doesn't work. But he took a picture of my VCR next to his VCR. The same dang VCR. I'm like, okay, homie, what is you doing here? So, but it hasn't come back yet. He hasn't sent it back. He made a big stink about it, and it doesn't work. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll take it back. I'd rather have it. Send it back.
Probably
No
hoping you'll refund without asking.
Maybe
for
that's
it
it too.
Okay,
I got a couple
says you
returns.
Okay, well,
don't
here's
have
they never sent them back. They got
Courtney
And they
says
give you the
don't-
credit. I've had that too.
Courtney says you don't have to have free returns to not give back the original shipping. I don't know. So I was wrong. But I do not returns. I'm trying to keep up with the comments here.
Hey, did we ever get those Corel cups back?
Nope. Remember whenever I asked you about that return on the Corel stuff when we was at the 127?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
They never sent them back.
Yeah.
Never
it'll
sent
just
him back
close.
yet.
No,
It'll
she
just close.
She
put in the
said she
listing.
didn't
She
need
said,
them anymore.
just don't want anymore. And then she wanted to return them. So I had to take it because we got free returns, but she never sent them back. And they closed it out and I didn't have to refund anything.
Right. Well, I have 1 day left on the VCR. So
Then by
Once
the
it
next
shows
day,
up
they'll usually
today or
take it
tomorrow.
down.
Yeah, they'll
Okay,
automatically
close
close it out.
Yeah, but don't freak when they say they've opened up a case because eBay opens up a case and then closes it and it's done. The first couple
Gotcha.
times that startled me. What? I got another case? But no.
And if anybody ever threatens to give you a negative feedback in like through messaging and stuff, even if they do, you can go to eBay and it instantly gets removed when they threaten you like that.
Surely,
because it's all
surely. Yes,
very-
that's happened to me a couple times. Yep. And I've had to fight those people. But eBay has been stellar on any wonky customer I've had.
This may be a dumb question, but I can't think straight what this means. Rhonda wrote, if they INAD unwarranted, I'm sure that has something to do with
Item not as described.
Oh, okay, I don't know. It's described. Okay, I knew that it had something to do with that, but I couldn't think what that stood for.
Oh, I like that.
What
Cheryl wrote.
Yeah, that's what I'm reading.
That's a very cool idea.
I'm missing it. Repeat.
It says,
repeat.
She says, I have an invisible pen that I make a mark with somewhere on the item when I ship it. So if I get a return back, I can identify it as mine.
But I've heard eBay doesn't accept that proof. Other than you could say, look, I had this thing. You can go to the buyer and say, look, I had this marked and it's not the same. What are you going to do? You've sent me the wrong item back. And it's just a matter of how they're going to react.
Gotcha.
And I've been taking videos. I have been recording every electric, anything that works, moves, does anything. I record it before it goes out.
I think that's when you should
just take a video of it.
Put it in your listing. I think that's
if I had time to do that prior, that's what I'm saying. And here going forward, yes, I'm going to try and remember to put it, but it's stuck in my head to take a video quick before it goes out. Of course, I have to test the item. It's just like I don't test, list, and everything all in the same shot. But you're right. I should put that on there.
Well, and I was thinking we need to do that with that visually impaired equipment we just picked up. Record it
definitely
the best we can, especially the ones that are going to sell for big bucks. But
Tanya asked Cheryl where to get an invisible pen, and she did answer her that she got hers on Amazon. You can also get them at Scholastic Book Fairs because they sell them to kids as like top secret spy pen or something that you can only read with black number, with black light. Because my daughter got one at school once in the Scholastic Book Fair.
Yes. Thrift and Flip said, make sure you take a picture of serial numbers and include that in your listings. I do that on electronics.
We do that?
Definitely do that. And Katrina, you could have that in your listing all you want as far as not accepting returns, and eBay will just say, yes, you will.
Yeah.
That's the tough part about that. So when I first was coming back on this little, stretch of my reselling business, I had no returns because I wasn't going to take them. But no. Now I have free returns. Just makes it easier, I think,
And
also,
I think also if
doesn't
you
it do something to you, your top rated seller or something to have free returns?
You can't get top rated seller without it.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
I think also with no returns, it kind of deters the person from buying from you as well. It may not be everybody, but some people.
Yeah.
Well, I think people just automatically think they can return it because it's easy. You know what I mean? I think that's it too. They think it's Amazon.
Yeah. It's definitely, if you're selling a lot, it's worth it to get the top rated seller plus. Because, and Rob, we've talked about it a few times, if, let's say, your fees every month on eBay are $1,000, you're getting back $100, 10% in your fees back. Most of us don't see $100 in returns every month. You know what I mean? So it's worth offering those free returns to get, that 10%. But if you're selling $100 in fees a month, it might, if you end up getting a couple of returns, you're going to exceed the discount that you would have gotten. But I get very few for as much as I sell. Very few returns.
And actually with free returns, it's less work on our part because they open the case up and everything's done for you.
And eBay does. Right. True that. That was where I was going with it too. Just makes it easier.
Yep, you don't even have
60-day returns. 60-day returns, Courtney says, for top rated seller.
30-day.
You're 30.
I thought it was 30 days. I've never done 60 days returns. 30 days, but free buyer pays. No, seller pays. Oh, I get y'all. I get those two constantly wrong. Yeah, the costumes. When I used to sell costumes, I bought a bunch at the Goodwill bins one time, new in the package. Definitely don't do free returns because you'll get 50% of your costumes that you sold for
You
Halloween.
come back for sure.
Yeah. November 1st, you'll get all kinds of returns.
Wait, for what? I'm sorry, I was reading comments. What
Halloween costumes.
Halloween
Oh.
costumes.
I don't understand what
Yeah, you know, 2 of my returns were my fault.
That's from Tom.
2 of them were my fault that I was like, oh dear,
Okay.
what have I done?
Tanya's wanting to know what I'm talking about. Is this on the top rated seller plus? I'm guessing.
That would be my guess.
Yeah. If you offer top rated, to get top rated seller plus, you have to offer free returns, seller pays, and 1-day handling. But you get 10% of the qualifying listings. You don't have to do all of your listings, just the ones you want. I do all of mine.
Do you have to have a certain amount of listings in your store
I don't think so.
for that, or is it just those things that you need to do?
No.
Just the things that you put on there. Yeah. And then you get 10% of your fees. And if, like for me, it used to be at the end of the month, the way before managed payments, they would give it all back to you at one time at the end of the billing period. But now every single listing, if I sell something that's in the top rated seller plus, I automatically get a 10% fee.
Oh, nice.
fees
I didn't
back
notice
with
that.
each. Yeah, with every transaction, I see my 10% fees back. And y'all, that goes big towards, just credits in your fees.
No, really, really, really. Yes.
Is 1,200 is 12,000 in fees roughly,
Right.
and 1,200 in savings.
Right. So if you're selling, we'll just pick 100,000 a year. If bare minimum, you're not doing anything of the promoted listings, it's what?
It's only on final value.
Final value fees. That's your final value fees are about 12,000 to 14,000 depending, and then you're getting back 10% of that. So $1,200 to $1,400 a year in credits. We don't get that many returns. It's well worth it as long as you can do the 1-day handling.
Now, I wonder if that screws up because I am top rated seller, but I don't know if I'm top rated seller plus. I know I have all those things, 30-day free returns.
If you're top rated, you have the option to be the plus if you change everything.
Let me see if I can find
Robert's going to try to find it. But if you go look at one of your transactions that you think you should be able to see, if you go into your all transactions under payments and just open up your fees for something you've sold.
It says 850 of my active listings qualify for benefits.
So like I sold a little.
I wonder what I don't have on there.
Do you have free returns seller pays?
I do.
Yeah. Performance seller.
Robert's looking for it.
It's under performance and then seller level.
Performance seller level.
I got it. I see it.
Yep. I opened up one of my transactions. I sold it for $14.82. And I got a top rated seller discount on the fees, which my fees were $1.78, 12%. So I got back 18 cents credit. You compound that by 300 to 400 items or however many you're selling. It's well worth it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to dig into this and find out why I don't have that.
I think it's
my return rate.
It shows top rated seller on that page, but if you look at the bottom, the top rated plus benefits says 10%, and then it says as top rated, you get 10% off if you offer 1-day handling, and for most categories, a free 30-day return. And then it says 2,168 of your listings qualify for the top rated seller plus.
Correct. I have that too. And it says 850 But where do I go and apply for that at?
I think it's
automatic. You should be
Oh,
seeing that in your transactions.
Oh, duh. Okay. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
I got you, Robert. Shoo.
All right. Now, Tanya's
bird
asking,
flew
how
the
do you
coop there
go
for a
about
minute.
changing your shipping to your returns to seller? Anybody remember how to do that?
You got to go through and edit all, do a bulk edit, and then you have to go
Yeah, you gotta
through
bulk.
your shipping
Return.
Or set up your
option.
what are they called? Your
Shipping policies.
Yes, thank
Bulk
you very
edit.
much.
Yeah. Go
Yeah,
into
edit your
order,
shipping policy
listings.
and then go.
And she froze.
I'm trying to go look at it just to make sure.
All right, someone's going crazy out here. I'll be right back.
Edit. If you go into bulk edit, I'm going to make sure you can do it from there.
That's the best way to do it if you do bulk edit on it.
Rebel, while you're looking that up, I wanted to clarify something because y'all probably thought I was loony. I went back through the comments because I saw that Poppins was here, and I thought I went back all the way through. Tanya, when you made a comment to her, it says, "So was I, Supercalipoppins." I thought you were saying that you were Supercalipoppins, and it like you had another channel, and then you commented under that name, and then I realized you were just talking to her about your age, and so anyway. I'm so dumb. That we used to call that dipping with a fork when you like heard only one part of the conversation and you made assumptions. Anyway, so Tanya, my apologies. Supercalipoppins, you commented to my videos, one of my videos, and I was wondering if you used to work at Disney or if you're just a big Mary Poppins fan. That was my question because I went back to look and see if you'd answered it, and I don't think you did. So. But we're probably about to go soon, so you can always message me later in a comment.
Of course, eBay's not working in bulk edit. I'm just getting big old exclamation points saying, you don't have a return policy. You don't have a return policy.
Oh, is it because you don't have your what you call it set up?
I do have it. I don't know. I just know sometimes it gets all wigged out. Right now, I saw somebody else. I can't get into my solds on my phone. It just spins. Not been able for 2 days now. It just, I don't have any because I did all my labels already. I wasn't able to get into certain things on my phone. So I think eBay's doing something right now.
Maybe update. Might be an update or something you got to do on your phone. Or do you get automatic updates?
Yeah, Tanya, I see your comment. I'm so dumb. So yeah. Although it's a legit question for anybody, Have you ever worked at
Disney?
It makes me super happy when you talk about Disney, Lizzie.
Yes.
It does. It makes me smile.
Awesome.
All right, ladies. I don't have an estate sale to go to today. I got to work.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Boo. All right.
All right,
everybody. See ya.
See you next week.
Bye. Thanks, Scott and Katrina.
No problem.
Christina. Holy cow. All right. Bye.
Bye.